Straight out to our primetime exclusive with Jamal's attorney, Dana Kurtz. Dana, you have said that police suddenly issuing this arrest warrant is clear retaliation for the lawsuit that Jamal and his girlfriend and their whole family have filed against these cops and the authorities. Tell us why you think it's retaliation.
Well, the warrant was issued after 7 years later, and it was actually issued the day after the family went on national TV with CNN. We actually found out about it because it was leaked to a local media outsource in Hammond, Indiana. And the fact that it was after 7 years, it's, falling on the heels of the family speaking out about this incident, it's hard to come to any other conclusion than the fact that it's retaliation for them speaking out.
Jamal Jones, has he turned himself in?
He has not yet. He will. We're trying to see if the local prosecutor will withdraw the warrant so that he can proceed with that 7-year-old case and obviously abide by the law.
Now, let me ask you this question. It's a provocative question, but we're going to explore all angles. What would you say to somebody who might say, well, the reason he didn't want to get out of the car is that he knew that there was some unresolved issue from 7 years ago, and he was afraid that then he would be arrested?
He didn't know that there was an unresolved issue, and the police never brought that up. It's not in any police reports, and they didn't know either. This is all after the fact, them trying to dig up dirt on him to make him and his family look bad. The video shows it. The video speaks for itself that the incident was excessive. The police stepped over their bounds and violated their constitutional rights.
What is the family saying about how this started? Because apparently Lisa is on her way to visit her dying mother. I pray that she didn't die. But right from the start, and this is a pullover for a seatbelt violation. And Lisa admits, yeah, I wasn't wearing my seatbelt. So why did this turn into what it turned into? They're not pursuing an armed robbery suspect. I mean, this is a woman who admits she didn't have her seatbelt on, and her mom is in the hospital, and she's afraid her mom's going to die.
And first, her mom did pass. The funeral was last week. And
no!
This incident started, yes. And this incident started, we have 3 prior cases of excessive force against this officer that we have found. That doesn't even include prior complaints from the public. So really, this got started by the fact that the Hammond Police Department and the mayor, who is supporting these officers, even after watching the video, condones what these officers did. Some action needs to be taken by the police department, by the city of Hammond, and by the public, taking outrage to make sure that something is done to stop these officers from abusing their power.
Well, first of all, Dana, I just want to say to the family that my heart goes out to them. I did not know that the driver's mother had passed away. And I've heard various accounts. It's Lisa Mahoney or Lisa Mahone, but my heart goes out to her. How do you pronounce it correctly?
Mahone, yes.
Yes, Mahone. My heart goes out to Lisa Mahone. My gosh, to be driving to the hospital because your mother is on her deathbed and to be pulled over for not having a seatbelt and then to have this happen. And let me ask you one last question before we get to our panel. Dana, do you think if, let's say, an upper-class white family in a Mercedes-Benz had been pulled over for a seatbelt violation and the driver, a female, said, you know what, my mother's dying in the hospital, I need to get to the hospital quickly, do you think there would have been a different response, or yes or no?
Yes, and that's based on my own personal experience, and that I've seen police act differently, and especially in Hammond, Indiana, where, there is a diverse racial makeup, but yet the makeup of the police department does not reflect that of the public in terms of diversity.